Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jalen Dawes, of course, and this is Jalen Unplugged. Today we're going to be trading gold once again. Today is November 11th, and it is 6:50. So let's go ahead and jump on these charts. All right. So the weekly is finally looking like some buys. The daily is looking like buys. And it looks like we might have a zone right here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we got a zone right here. And there's a zone right here. Low-key, I feel like I need to pull this higher. Let's move this over. I feel like this needs to be a little higher. Nope, delete. Wrong thing. My bad. Yeah, I like that more. Let's go to the 1 hour. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here now. We have a gap here that needs to get filled. And I like this. This shows good buying potential. Very, very good buying potential. But that gap isn't there on the 30. So we have on the 15. Really no gap on the 15 either. See with the 5. Okay, now the 5 I like down here. I like this one. All right. So far, I think our bias is going to be buys because we have our higher low. Then we drop down to a lower low to just make a bottom for the 30. As you can see, if you go to the higher time frame, that's our higher high, higher low, and then coming back up to make a higher high. But it is almost about to be 7, and the momentum slowing. So I feel like we have to drop back down here to make a bottom wick or something, and then go back up to continue for the higher high. So today's bias is definitely buys. Yesterday, it was a little shaky just because it wasn't really making, like, it wasn't clear that it was going to continue to go to the upside. But I did realize that there was a zone right here, so I knew it had to come down, but I just thought it was going to go down further than it actually did. That's why yesterday's bias was sells. And also, it just pushed so hard yesterday. I thought it was going to come down to fill these gaps. That's why our bias was sells yesterday instead of buys. But even with our bias being sells, there was no buy setup yesterday. So yesterday, if I would have taken the bias of buys, we would have literally had no setup yesterday. Because my setup would have probably been like down here or even down here. So I would have had no setup yesterday. So it's cool. We took a L yesterday, but today our bias is definitely buys. And as of right now, this would be the setup that we're waiting for. This would be the setup that we are currently waiting for to take. So yeah, so I like this setup. It's super clean, like super clean. So I like this. I would definitely take this. This is like a B minus setup. So I'm okay with this setup. So this is gonna be what we're waiting for today. So it's still early though. It's about to be 7. So we're gonna come back at like 7:40, 7:50, and see if this setup is still valid or if we're gonna be taking another setup. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, so it is currently 7:50 and I do see a clear setup here. So I'm liking this setup, but on the 1 minute, we also do have a lower gap that didn't get filled, so it might want to come down here to tap in. So we're just gonna watch and keep our eye on that and see what happens. But overall, I do like this setup here because we are sitting around the same area here. So I like this setup. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens at 8. I do feel comfortable setting a limit, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and set this limit here. Oh, we're on the wrong pair. We need to go to the micros. We're on the wrong pair. So let's go ahead and mark this up again real quick. So we have that. This needs to be marked black. And let's go to the 4-hour. Close that. I want to see the. Yeah, it's not bad. And then we have this one here. But I would kind of want to see it shoot through this zone. But I hope we get our 1 to 3 before then. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this. Our swing low. Yeah, so this is basically what our setup looks like. Going from here, targeting the highs. Have my stop loss about here to give myself a little wiggle room. 1 to 3 is here. Alright guys, so it looks like we're tapping into the zone now and our time has not started yet. It is 7:54. So we're gonna wait until it's actually our time to trade. But it would be good to see from here. Oh, wrong pair. It would be good to see from here if it's going to respect the zone or if it's going to disrespect it and keep dropping. It would be a good indication before our actual trading time if we want to take it or not. So it's kind of a good thing that we're getting a tap in early, but it would be good to see it hold the zone instead of disrespecting it. Wait, what? Why can we only do 4? That don't make sense. I might have to open multiple if it's only allowing me to do 4. Why is it only doing 4? That don't make no sense. I don't know what's happening. Oh, dummy. Paper trade. What the hell? Log out. Oh, I'm tripping. And as you can see, we're only down 500, so I didn't end up renewing the account. I just left it as it is because we have until Friday to hit our target. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it at that. But we're only gonna be risking six and change. So hopefully we can catch more than a 1 to 3. If not, it is what it is. But we only gonna risk 600. That's as much as I'm comfortable risking on a daily. So we're gonna stick with our 600, and we'll see what happens today. What would 12 be? 7? Nah, it ain't worth it. 649 is cool for me. But it does look like it's respecting this zone as of now. Yeah, okay. I would like to see it tap in. It slowed its momentum, so I like that candle closure. I would like to see it tap in and then continue to the upside. I like how slow it tapped there. It slowed itself down. So I would like to see it come down, give us the entry, and then continue back up to the upside. I'm super confident with that closure. I like that closure. I would like to see it give us the entry though. Definitely does look like it wants to leave. I should have raised it a little bit. So we might take break of the candle. Yeah, alright, so we took break of the candle there with our stops right below the last candle. And we are looking for only thing I don't know how much. So that's 5. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Beauties. Alright, so I'm gonna let this run and I'm gonna go start my morning routine, get some breakfast going, and I'll be back to see how the trade is going. Okay, so I'm back. I gonna move this up here. Confirm. And I need to change these. So target 1 to 2 is here. 1 to 3 is up here. If it would allow me to freaking put it, here we go. 1 to 3 here. 1 to 4 here, and 1 to 5 up here. So this is our overall target for 1 to 5. Let me move that first. My keyboard's not turned on. There we go. All right. TP5, TP4, TP3, TP2. All right. So we're gonna let this run, do what it do. Let's move this back up here, confirm. All right. So we're in. Oh, let me send this to the Discord. I definitely forgot to copy. Discord. Paste. All right. Let's see. Oh, like anybody. All right, so we're gonna let this run. I'm about to go help my wife do breakfast, and I'll be right back. I'm coming, baby, right now. Okay guys, I'm back. So a lot has happened on the chart since we've been gone. I had to run to go make breakfast for my kids because my wife had to go to work, so I had to take over on what she was doing. So we didn't get to secure at TP2 because I wasn't really here watching the chart, and I didn't want to just close the chart based off of what I was seeing off my phone, because it's not the same as like being here physically seeing the candles move. I wasn't really looking at the candles while I was looking at it on my phone. I was kind of just seeing where if it was at target 2, target 3, or whatever. So I seen it go to target 2, but then I really wasn't paying attention to the candles that it was forming. I was too busy making breakfast.
So if I was here at the computer, I definitely would have closed at TP2 as I seen this rejection candle here. So off of this bullish candle, I wouldn't have closed. I would have left it going even with this retracement here because we needed to make a higher low, which we did here. But then it wasn't able to break this high here, and it wasn't able to come above and hold above TP2. So I definitely would have closed it at this bearish candle, or like as it was trying to push up but not really pushing with confidence. I definitely would have closed it there, and we would have been able to secure like $1,000. I think TP2 was. So but yeah, but we did take an L today because I did move my stop loss into profit. So we were able to secure like what, $200 or something like that. Yeah, so we secured 214 today. So overall, great trade. And I'm glad that we did put our stop loss into profit because we would have taken an L, and it would have been an unnecessary L because we did at least hit one of our targets. And as long as we hit one of our targets, we definitely would secure at one of them. But we just didn't get to do that today because I had to step away from the chart. But overall, great trade. I'm happy with how today went, especially after yesterday's L. But yeah, so please be on the lookout for more videos. Like and subscribe. And remember, stay unplugged. Deuces.